When I say bananas, you say peppers. And you guys, I have so many exciting things to jump this video off with. So I hope you are in a seated position and that you have a sippy with you. First of all, I'm so relieved to sit here and tell you guys I found my missing footage. I told you guys that I had done like a fashion PR unboxing, which I pulled these glasses out of. I am obsessed with these, by the way. I will go ahead and shamelessly self-promo what is probably my last video on this channel. PR fashion unboxing. Oh my god, you guys. I filmed that video like 3 weeks ago. Lost the footage. Just found it. How do I do these things? Probably because I film on like 4 different cameras with 8 different memory cards. Alright, we are going to see what happens to Satan's Plaything Foot Detox pads. In my last weirdest makeup mystery subscription box, this was one of the items that we received in there. I'm just gonna give you guys like a 5-second catch up just in case you didn't watch that video, but I said I had a negative experience doing one of these like foot detox bath things a million years ago, and I will admit it does sound like some Gwyneth Paltrow pseudoscience stuff. I might have just caught a 24-hour bug, but I swore like after I had a bad like detox pad foot bath experience that I was never gonna do that again. But a lot of you guys were asking me if I still had the product, and y'all wanted me to do a little test, which is a lot of you guys were speculating that once I open the pad and just like expose it to oxygen, that it is going to just change colors over a period of time on its own without actually adhering to your body and drawing any toxins out. Unfortunately for me, all of the instructions appear to be in Japanese. So we have these 2 like Band-Aid like adhesive things, and then we have this thing. I don't like the powdery substance coming out of here. Ew. Oh god. You guys, this has like a profound gross smell to it. So I guess I don't theoretically need the adhesive pads because this is just like kind of a big giant Band-Aid to stick it to your body. But oh my god. Okay, so this is what they look like. A little bit kind of brownish already, if I'm being honest, but I just unfolded it. So I'm gonna set it over here to the side because it is a truly pungently bad aroma. It's like, I think that this is meant to be a picture of mint. So there is like a mintiness to it, which is not that bad, but there is also like tree smell, I guess. It's intensely nasty. So I'm gonna put it away from my face, God bless, and we'll see if by the end of this adventure, the colors have changed. Last bit of update. I'm growing Orbeez for a TikTok DIY, and these are meant to be jumbo Orbeez, and I've never been more disturbed. Why do these look fuzzy? Do you guys see this? Like when I took them out of the packaging, they were smooth, and now they look like clown pom-poms. I'm supposed to let these soak and grow for 4 days, and I'm horrified already. That was the other little useless bit of information. I feel like I had another fun update that I wanted to give to. Oh yes, my head. This is the first time I've attempted to realistically wear or style my latest like wig that I tried to do, like the green one. Do you guys remember that? I'll just do another shameless plug. I made this one a couple of months ago. I think that it looks kind of cute. It would probably look better if I had on like a full face of green makeup or something. It would probably look even better if I knew how to like actually glue wigs down. I don't think I could tolerate like wig glue. I have super sensitive skin and I can barely tolerate fake eyelash glue. So that smell, I have to move it even further away from me. It's almost like an onion or something, like when your body and your eyes are like exposed to such a powerful scent. I don't feel like like my eyes are trying to water enough that you guys are gonna be able to see, but I feel like I'm blinking more. It's just an irritating feeling. Anyway, you guys, today I thought that it would be fun to go through this box. I know that a lot of you guys like to do the videos with me where I open something up that I haven't opened up and looked at in years. It's like the time capsule, like kind of mystery box stuff is what we've done a lot of on this channel. And I just found this box in the very back of my closet. I am trying to do some spring cleaning and really like call out a bunch of stuff that I don't need anymore. But I found this. It's actually an old Alexander McQueen shoe box. And I have had this for years and years and years. And I had a printer's rack. I'll insert a picture here. I don't know if I ever showed you guys what this looked like when it was full, but I used to have a printer's rack, which of course back in the day, they would hold all these kinds of like wooden letters and blocks and stuff. Gosh, I wish I had one right here. Oh, I do. Let me show you. So I was gonna insert a picture, but I can do you one better and actually just show you guys what it is. So for instance, this is an old printer's block and it is like 3 students. It looks like 2 girls and 1 man. It actually says Washington Seniors 1940 ? And then somebody wrote in a 5. I can't tell if I'm holding it upside down or not on the monitor. So that is what printers racks used to hold, is like when they were doing newspapers. And this actually looks like it was for a yearbook or something, but something they would be like printing a lot of copies of before like laser jet printers and stuff existed. Most of the time I have seen people use them in this day and age as like a little knick-knack holder, especially if you're like into antiquing or borderline hoarding like I am. It's just a fun little space to shove a lot of tiny little things in. I'll see if I can find like a cool reference picture of what one completely filled up looks like. Unfortunately, when we moved, I disassembled mine, and for some reason I never reassembled it and shoved all of the stuff back into it. I have it hanging up, but I just never filled it with anything. Well, this is the box full of all the knickknacks that I used to have shoved in my printer's rack, and I have not looked at this thing in a gazillion years, so I have no idea the weird little treasures that we're gonna see in here today. But I'm excited to go through it with you guys. And I don't know, maybe I'm kind of hoping that if I go through this box and I see a lot of things that I love and I miss, maybe it will like inspire me to make a new one. Let's just see. Let's see. Also, I think it's gonna be fun to see because I think a lot of these super tiny little knickknacks were sent into me through the Swamp Family mail from like years and years ago. Let's just get started. This actually was hanging on my wall next to the printer's rack. It is a porcelain doll leg. I don't think this is antique. It's probably more vintage. I think that these are lavender blossoms, or they were. Nah, that doesn't look like lavender. I don't know what they are, but they were actually living at one point. They're dead now. Next thing, these clowns. I have a couple of these in my collection. I feel like there's probably another one somewhere in this room. Maybe you guys can see it somewhere back here. But this belongs to an old kids play set. Sometimes I think they had like numbers or letters on them to be more of like an educational toy, but I think that this one is just like for stacking. So they fit together like a vertical puzzle, like almost like clown Jenga in a way, because if you guys see, like his legs are separated in the exact same shape that his head is. And I picked a blue one because I love this shade of blue, but I've seen him in like basically all of the primary colors. This is my little clown man. The next 3 things I'm gonna show to you guys at the same time because it does have like personal information of someone who might still be working at YouTube. I don't know. But here in the back are mine and Dogman's passes from when we went to YouTube headquarters, I believe, in 2014. So they print you out these like passes. I've had this experience at like a bunch of different places where they have like a higher level of security, like the person that works there, they have to check you in. And then what I was covering it up with is the ticket where me and Kat and Dogman and I think a couple other people, we all went to Madame Tussauds in Hollywood on August 4th, 2013, the day after my birthday. Then this is, oh my gosh, this was so fun. So Dogman and I used to go to, because I don't even think they do this anymore, but there's like a outdoor theater kind of thing. It's called Miller Outdoor Theater. And they would have all of these like orchestras come in, or concerts. Like most of the time it was like classical music, and you could go sit in like an outdoor concert hall and listen to it. So this is one we went to on August 31st of 2013. So there are our 2 tickets. Up next, I think that this came from Swamp Family Mail, and it is a very old jack-o'-lantern finger puppet. A lot of this stuff has dates on it, but this does not. I bet this came from like the 80s or 90s. Up next are 2 larger things. So I don't remember what this kind of photo press or this kind of photo process is called, but this is like a glass plate for making a particular type of photograph. So I love things like this because it just looks like a ghost man. Also something that I think got sent to me in Swamp Family Mail that I thought was very fascinating. It is an old British passport from United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, and you can open it up and you actually see like all of the handwriting on here. I'm trying to see, there obviously should be a year in here somewhere. 1893. Isn't that wild? So this is what she looked like. Miss E. Mulholland, I believe. Elizabeth, there's her name right there. And then it has all of these stamps and everything in it. It's really fascinating. I love stuff like this. So I think it only has a couple of pages filled in, and then the rest of it is blank. I have a tiny wooden ship. I would assume this is like a toy of some kind. It looks like a little model. And very, very recent, I have one of these guys, which I'm sure everyone has seen him by now. They are called noggin bops. And so they just go like that. I'm pretty sure that this came in the Swamp Family Mail as well. I also have a couple of little pirate figures in here. Little, you know, like green army men, except for they're pirates. I guess this is like a club. I thought it was like a spyglass at first, but is it a spyglass or a club? Why would you hold a club like that? I have no idea. More Swamp Family Mail goodies. I have this tiny little flocked gator. And then I also have a couple of these really itty bitty gators. And I actually have these exact same ones in a larger size that somebody else sent in that are ceramic. This, which I distinctly remember pulling off of a burnt out, like we had a set of these string lights that were LED and they had these cute little ghosts on them. I also have these. Oh my gosh. Okay. So these come from Toy Joy. And I think that this used to be what they passed out as business cards, which is pretty cool. It's got like their address and everything on there, and then they're actually like little working 3D glasses. Up next is something I know I have more than one of in my collection because for whatever reason, well, I kind of know why I like dominoes, but I like dominoes and dice. And so I have this large, of course I selected lucky number 7, but I have this wooden domino, and I have a couple of these. I honestly don't know their purpose. I don't know if it was made as a comedically large and functional set of dominoes, or if it's just meant to be like a decoration of some sort. And I've seen them at Uncommon Objects like several times over the years. All right, let's keep digging. Also, I feel like my wig, I feel like it's like slipping off. Even worse. Up next, I have this, which most of the things I'm gonna say in here are from Swamp Family Mail, including this super old, I don't know what these are called. They're made out of paper and they impress me. I think that they're meant to be like party decorations and stuff. Also, I have this, which I just thought was really fascinating. It is a Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey. There's a lot of names going on there, but this is a very old, I don't know if it's like a seal. It almost looks like a seal, which I don't even know if you guys can see it with like the reflection of the lights, but you used to like lick these kinds of stickers and stick them on the back of an envelope. And I feel like because it's so glossy, it does feel like I could lick it and stick it, but I won't. A couple of things that Dogman and I got. One thing being Naked Dog Man. I've talked about these before. I love them so much. They used to be some of my favorite blind bag things to unbox, but I don't think that this brand exists. They were called Key, and they were all of these like mystery things that are keychains. I just punched myself like in the neck. That felt really good. Anyway, you pull their heads off. They came with these like almost metal loop lanyard things. You would shove the ring around their neck and then put their head back on, and then you would have a keychain. Anyway, Naked Dog Man. That's literally what this one was called, because it is in fact a naked dog man. And then I don't remember from what collection this was from, if I did unbox it at some point on my channel, or if this is a super old one that Dogman and I got a million years ago. But this one is a really cool, this shape is called Labbits, and I don't know why he has a turkey bone there. He has a weird donut butt, I think, and I just thought that this one looked like so cool and psychedelic, and so I put him on the shelf. A teeny tiny treasure troll earring. I did not even know I have this. So that is very, very adorable. Oh my gosh, look, it's another Labbit. And this is definitely from the same series. This is called Chronic, I think, is the artist. And I thought he was so cool too. He looks like he's like drooling, and I just like the colors and the designs on these. They're so cool. Oh my gosh, his tail is like an off button. I have a super duper old, like one of those party whistles that you blow it and then the paper. Oh my gosh, look, there's a bunch of like creepy clowns on the inside of the paper. I'm sure this was like a kid's party favor at some point. Then I have this, which definitely came from the Swamp Family mail, and it's just a whole bunch of really cool beads strung together. So the top part says Graveyard Girl. I just love how this looks so much, where it's like all different colors and types of letters. And then on the other end, it says Bunny. And this, I think, came from Swamp Family mail as well. Just a piece of, I think that this was like wrapping ribbon or something that somebody had tied a package up with, but I just thought this trim was really pretty. It's like a lace that's like a blue-green kind of color, and it has a couple sequins on it. And then I had this, and I'm pretty sure I had this like hanging in the background of one of the sections so that you could actually like see it, but this definitely also came from Swamp Family mail. So it is wire twisted out to spell Graveyard Girl, and it's actually a necklace, but like I said, I like to just like hang it on display so I could see it every single day. I think maybe I got these from Toy Joy, but they're just kind of these weird little almost action figure babies. Like all their arms and legs and stuff, you can move them so they can sit or stand. They are versatile creatures. Okay, up next I have some old photographs. This one is more of a cabinet card style. I'm sorry, everything is so dusty in here. Like I said, I haven't opened this box in years. And then this is just a really cool old photograph. I love the ripped tornness. Then I have a couple more pirate things. I have a little treasure chest, and I think actually those two plastic pirates I showed you earlier, I think that they like carried them somehow. And then I also have the Jolly Roger flag. That's pretty cool for little army men, honestly. I have another little baby. I don't remember what I called him, but I feel like at one point he had a name. He has such a sly little expression, and then once again his little arms and legs move. I also have a couple little vials of things that were sent to me in Swamp Family mail. This one is just an empty one. I think, if I remember correctly, and just looking at it, this looks like it's filled with tea, like tea leaves. And then this one, actually, it's written like Bunny Heart Swamp Family, and it's got a teeny tiny little clay alligator trapped in the bottle. It's so cute. It's almost like a diorama of some sort. I also have this old glass bottle, which I can't read what this says. I think it's in another language, obviously. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to read that label either, but it's a really cool, it almost looks like a very old medicine bottle of some sort. I have this thing, which definitely came from Swamp Family Mail too. It was like a phone charm, I think, originally. It had like an O-ring on the end. It was like a keychain. It's meant to be kind of like a Rubik's Cube puzzle. You're supposed to twist it all together and then like slide. These can slide like up and down and over, so you're supposed to literally like just twist it. I think these are called like barrel puzzles or something, but I don't know. I just like to keep it all like mixed up looking. Next, I have another one of those little walker guys. I'm trying to find, here's this again. We can wind him up. I think he just moves forward kind of like a zombie. Yeah, he is so cute too. I have a small celluloid Sacred Heart Jesus statue. And I think I got him from, oh my gosh, there used to be a local antique mall that had so many awesome things, but they went out of business, unfortunately, like actually several years ago at this point. Up next, this was sent in Swamp Family Mail as well. It is a very old postcard from Colorado, and here we have another really fascinating cabinet card picture. It's of this young man, and I'm not sure exactly what instrument that is. I don't think it's a violin, but it is like a bow and string instrument, and it actually has the Swamp Family member's name written on the back. She actually like taped it, which I love stuff like that. I have this little skeleton guy, which I think he came off of like a floral arrangement. You guys know those, like, they're called picks that have like fake flowers and other stuff. So here he is. Such a cute little guy. And then speaking of picks, you guys, this is so near and dear to my heart. I have a picture of my grandpa up here, so I'm definitely going to break this little guy out and put him up there. But my grandpa used to get these fake, not floral arrangements delivered, but fake fruit arrangements. So they were like flowers, but instead they had like plastic grapes and like these little funny pipe cleaner bees like just floating out of them. When I was a kid, for whatever reason, I used to love to go steal my grandpa's grapes and my grandpa's bees. So I would always pull the bees out first. I was just so fascinated with them. I always thought that they were so cute. So here is the little pipe cleaner bee. And then I would start pulling off all of the little plastic grapes because they were hollow, so they were like kind of squishy and fascinating. I just couldn't resist it. I don't know, like, if it was some kind of service that they would deliver, because I know that there's services like you can almost like do like a floral subscription and they will like bring new arrangements to you. So I don't know if he like went and like ordered them or picked them out. Maybe he wouldn't need to replace them if I didn't like just rip them apart all the time. But hey, I was teeny tiny. I didn't know any better. Oh, this just stabbed me. These used to be some of my favorite things to collect off of Etsy. They are pinback buttons from the 60s, so they are all like hippie kind of themed. So this one says love, power, and then this one says peace on earth, work for peace, and it's got a little dove on there. I'm sure glad I didn't actually poke my finger, because these do look kind of rusty and I don't want to get the tetanus. Up next, I have this guy, which is actually a pepper shaker, I believe, because I think pepper shaker. Why is there salt in here? Why? Yeah. Oh my God, it's a salt shaker. Anybody need some salt? Anyways, I have a salt shaker. Why was that in here? I don't freaking know. Teeny tiny little glass vial again. I also have, oh my gosh, I haven't seen this in forever, and I kind of wonder if it still works. It is one of those like nightlight things. Have you guys seen those where they just project a stationary image on the ceiling and they will stay on all night? But this one is a ghost one. They used to sell these at Target around Halloween. I don't think I've seen them for the past couple years, so maybe it's something that doesn't exist anymore. But I used to have one that was like pumpkins, and then that one which was ghosts. And speaking of ghosts, this is a little ghost that my mom made for me. She used to do this thing for me when I was a kid where she would make me like fairies or ghosts or ponies, and she would make them out of fabric and then sneak them under my pillow at night. So this is one of my pillow ghosts. And he's very cute. I have more of these little plastic gators. I did not realize I had so many, but see, they kind of all have that same look to them. but I found 3 more. Hopefully it's gonna focus. I found an arm and also another baby. So this is a little, it feels plastic. And then this adorable little, I believe that this material is called bisque. It's not quite porcelain. I also have another bottle, and this one is kind of like icky looking, but I have to admit I like it. It almost seems like it has ink spilled in there or some sort of liquid. I don't know. I have a Universal ticket, and I don't know where this came from. Amusement park. I think that this came in Swamp Family mail, and I thought it was really neat. Here we have an arrowhead and a bone in a jar. I don't know what kind of bone this was. I also have another bone. I don't know where this came from. I don't know how I got it, but here it is. No bones about it. I also have this Regal Rose bag. They are a jewelry brand, and I still love them so much to this day. Let's see what is in here. Like jewelry I'd forgotten about forever. So I think, I don't know where I got this ring, but it's pretty cool. It's got like a black enamel stone on the front. And then I have this, which I think that this is a Regal Rose piece, but it's got, I think, like a smoky quartz hanging in the middle. It's a little tangled. It's gonna take some work, but it's like a choker. And then I think that this little like pendulum thing hangs down. And then I have this, which is such a cool ring. It's got some kind of stone. I don't know what kind of stone this is, but it's really sparkly and very, very pretty. Up next, I have a glass. Oh, you know, he's not glass. I literally don't know what this is for or where this is from, but it's kind of like a penguin with sassy space buns. And he's this clear plastic thing, and inside there is a little like miniature dice. I don't know if he went to some kind of game or something. He definitely came in the mail as well. I have a 32 gigabyte memory card, and I really wonder what is on this. I should insert it into a computer and find out. I have a couple of man cats. I feel like way back in the day, Swamp Family members would send me all of these cute little black cats to remember man cat for. I actually think that this was sculpted for me by a Swamp Family member. And then I have this little one as well, which he has such a cute little expression. I have this, which was definitely made for me by a Swamp Family member. And this is so cute. It's like a weird little doll, but I like her so much. She just looks so unique. Then I have a couple of these things, and if anyone knows what these are called, leave me a comment. I think that they used to sell these at like Target and Walmart and stuff. Maybe they were called squinkies, and you could insert the base of them onto like charm bracelets of sorts and rings and necklaces, and you would collect them. And I think that these were kind of some of the first like blind bag things in the world. Like you would just buy these little like cello packs and you didn't know which squinkies you were going to be getting. Up next, I have another pin back, and this is a vacation church school button. I don't know what that's from or what denomination. Up next, I have a tiny little plastic trophy. That is so cute. I also have this red feather. I'm not sure where this came from. I also have a teeny tiny little glass alligator, and he is very adorable. I have an extremely old pair of headphones. I almost called these AirPods. I have this little metal alligator. I don't know what he came off of. It looks like there's glue on the other side, but I think he came to me in the mail just like this. For some reason I have leaves, just some leaves. Why did I save these leaves? I have a ton of worry dolls. Every year at Christmas, Dogman and I stay at this hotel on the Riverwalk, and they actually used to give you like a whole bunch of worry dolls when you checked in, they were just like in the room. So I have literally a ton of these little guys in here. I love these things. They have always fascinated me, like my whole life. My mom used to get these for me when I would go to school, and I would hate it and be just super worried and anxious about it all the time. This little guy, which I think he is a Lego man. Somebody just like drew this little face and heart on for me, but he definitely came from Swamp Family Mail, and he is so cute. I had no idea that there was like a Lego gator man. This little guy, and he is so neat. I don't know what he was a part of, because it looks like, once again, oh, you know what? I think he broke off of one of those like punching pins, you know, those little like plastic, they're almost like Rock'em Sock'em robots. I think that's what he's from. I found the pirate captain's hat from the little plastic army men. I have one of these rings, which is so funny. It came from like one of those gumball machines. I think this came from Swamp Family Mail. I also have this, which is a broken piece of bone, and it says buffalo. I have this, which is a little bunny bead. It almost looks like for one of those like Pandora type bracelets, but so cute. Definitely. This is from Swamp Family Mail. I have an old plastic compass, and I don't even know what this red thing is or why I kept it or where it came from. It's like a wooden red thing. The other troll earring has been found. I almost feel like I should start wearing these. I have a busted piece of an arrow, and this actually came from a hat that I ordered from some website a million years ago, and I loved it, but sadly like my little arrow came broken, so I must have just kept the tail end of the arrow and shoved it in my little thing. I don't know why. We have another man cat, and I don't remember when this eyeliner from NYX came out, the Curve. Do you guys remember this thing? You could like, I think, move it up and down or something, or left and right. I don't know, but this I definitely feel was like a super innovative product at the time. I don't think that they make this anymore, and I don't think they've made it for a very, very long time. I have a little skeleton. It looks like a bead or a charm because it has a loop on the end, but he's very, very old. Hopefully the camera is focusing. I also have a wooden, it looks like a very old letter W bead. Another teeny tiny little baby. So it's like a little sleeping plastic miniature baby. This like beautiful antique beaded purse. I think Dogman's mom gave this to me a very long time ago. So I think once again, this was something that I had hanging off of the little printer's rack, because obviously this would not fit in a section. I found another pirate hat, I guess. Oh my gosh, this is just a shoe insert. I was almost like terrified to unwrap what had been sealed in this paper for so long. Up next, I have a Leo medallion. It's just like a very old little coin, and I think it says, I don't know what this says on the back. Generous, maybe? It's got the Leo symbol. Look, I found a little tiny shovel. I bet this goes with the pirates. Yes. And I found this itty bitty teeny tiny little baby. I think we used to call him Peanut Baby, and I cannot believe he's been missing for so long, but it's Peanut Baby, and he was always wearing this little top hat, which is actually a Monopoly. Oh, I can't get it to sit on his head. I guess he has to be sitting for that, but little itty bitty Peanut Baby and his little Monopoly top hat. Oh my God, I haven't seen him in so long. I honestly thought I lost him somewhere along the way, but Peanut Baby is alive and well. All right, you guys, so hopefully y'all enjoyed today's, I should say little treasure hunt, because it's all teeny tiny little objects, but I felt like that was a lot of different things to show you guys. I'm surprised how many items were concealed in this shoebox. Now, I will try and like do a side-by-side clip and we can compare. I'm gonna have to say from the naked eye, I don't really see that much of a difference to what these packets look like. It almost looks like the substance inside maybe looks a little bit darker. It's considerably less smelly now than it was when I first opened it. Thank goodness. I mean, from the package, it looks like it's gonna turn like really darker colored, and it almost looks the same to me. So I'm gonna set it over here and hopefully I will remember to update you guys the next time that I check in and make another video for this channel. But I am kind of curious if, like, I see the number 2 written on there, like all over on the package quite frequently. I don't know if they're saying that this is like step 2 to open it up and put it on your skin. If you leave it on for 2 minutes, if it has 2 ingredients, it could, there could be a lot of things that it means. But anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. Don't forget, leave me a comment down below, rate my wig. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, but you guys can text me now at this number. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching, and I hope I see you guys again very soon. But until I do, stay happy, stay healthy, stay sassy, stay banana peppery. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all again very soon. Bye!